Welcome back. Welcome back. Today, I'm joined with my little guy in the back, Junior, and we wanted to provide you with something that we haven't seen much recently. I don't know if I've ever seen it. I'm sure there's some cases of it, but what I want to do is block out the noise. I want to give you a pair of noise canceling headphones, and I'm just going to hand that to you. Just go ahead and pick that up for me. Alright, now I know things may be loud right now, and that reminds me of a lot. The world is pretty noisy, and what if we just snap our fingers? Snap our fingers. Snap, 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 snap our fingers. And did you notice that a little something should have happened there? The outside, the ambience, it's quiet now. And I want you to just focus on the sounds, like finger fluttering, hand sounds, maybe over here, maybe over here, a little on both. What I want you to do is tell me, did that sound better? Now that we are just me and you talking as if we are two peas in a pod, two people at an abandoned coffee shop. Weird analogy there, I know, but hang with me. Think about it. It's almost as if it's a late night. The coffee shop is about to close. While I say abandoned, there's one worker in the back cleaning up. It's just me and you with your headphones on and the sounds crisp. Now, a little something I did do was bring some items with me to this little coffee shop. I know we were going to talk about cyberpunk, and so I brought it with me. I figured I would let you take my copy and try it for yourself. Look at how yellow it is. And yellow, to me, is a happy color. It's my phone case color. It's the font color. It's the color of the sun. It is an amazing color. A calming color. Switching over to the not as harsh finger pads, because while nail tapping may be nice, really the sounds with a case like this are in the finger pads. But cyberpunk is not all I brought. I figured, why not bring a couple things, including that book you were telling me about, The Old Man and the Sea, by Ernest H. E. M. I. N. G. W. A.Y. Ernest Hemingway. This is The Old Man and the Sea. And I know you've read this, but let me just read it to jog both of our memories. The Old Man and the Sea is one of Hemingway's most enduring works. Told in the language of great simplicity and power, it is the story of an old Cuban fisherman down on his luck and his supreme ordeal, a relentless, agonizing battle with a giant marlin far out in the Gulf Stream. Here Hemingway recasts in strikingly contemporary style the classic theme of courage in the face of defeat, of personal triumph won from loss. Written in 1952, this hugely successful novella confirmed his power and presence in the literary world and played a huge part in his winning the 1954 Nobel Prize for Literature. What if I just went through the first paragraph or the first sentence, see if we have the same reaction. He was an old man who fished alone in a skiff in the Gulf Stream, and he had gone 84 days now without taking a fish. In the first 40 days a boy had been with him, but after 40 days without a fish, the boy's parents had told him that the old man was now definitely and finally sallow, which is the worst form of unlucky, and the boy had gone at their orders in another boat, which caught 3 good fish the first week. The Old Man and the Sea, a great recommendation. I know I can always count on you. Speaking of recommendations, I have got something to share with you. I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine. It is amazing. Truly, truly, truly old-fashioned Deadpool. And a little bit of a new fashion Wolverine. Do you hear that? Do you hear the cup whispering? That right there is a little bit of cup tapping, but what you were hearing was static electricity, meaning it's a little dry in this coffee shop, don't you think? No worries, because we've got a few more items here, which we start with The Last Kingdom by Bernard Cornwell. I really enjoyed the show on Netflix and found this at a thrift store. and I thought you would love it. Let's see. Bernard Cornwell's epic novel opens in AD 866. Uhtred, a boy of 10 and the son of a nobleman, is captured in the same battle that leaves him fatherless. His captor is Earl Ragnar, a Danish chieftain who raises the boy as his own, teaching him the Viking ways of war. As a young man expected to take part in raids and bloody massacres against the English, the warrior he loves like a father, and Alfred, wow, I just skipped ahead. He grapples with divided loyalties between Ragnar, the warrior he loves like a father, and Alfred, whose piety and introspection leave him cold. It takes a terrible slaughter and the unexpected joys of marriage for Uhtred to discover his true allegiance and to rise to his greatest challenge. We've got a prologue here, and let me open the book just enough to where you think I have been reading it. That's just a joke. I have been seeing many jokes recently about how LeBron James comes in to game days and everything with his books right around here every single time. And someone made the joke, or they noticed that through an entire playoff series, he stayed right there. The guy's a hooper, so I think we can forgive him for not reading too much. At least, not what he portrays. Sometimes we just gotta read on our own time. But the last thing I brought, it's actually because I just came from Wolverine and Deadpool, or Deadpool and Wolverine, depending on who is asking at the current moment. I've got the tin cover from the popcorn tin. And one thing I've always liked about this sound is the fact that it sounds like almost rain on a tin roof. It's the pittering and pattering. Maybe the rain slows down, and now it's just falling off of a tree onto the tin roof. And the rain picks back up. And all of a sudden, it starts to slow back down. And there we are, back at that constant dripping sound from the tree over the tin roof. And we can whoosh the rain away. Oh, I almost forgot. A little bit of tapping. Maybe you know this sound. Maybe doing something more like and hearing a whoo sound or a chime sound. Or if you're an absolute genius, you'll realize that that is either a very large phone or a Nintendo Switch. I figured case and phone tapping is so relaxing sometimes. It's kind of like how nobody likes to hear gum chewing in public. But when it comes to ASMR, we're a little more on the side of go for it. And back to the tapping sounds. So, you don't have to take off the headphones. I think this helped a little bit. I sure hope it did. It got you to focus, maybe. Maybe you played it in the background. Maybe you transcended into this little coffee shop with me. But in any case, I do hope you enjoyed. And I want to thank you for being here. And I will see you in the next video.